How is everyone? Hello, Tracy. Hello, Marilyn. I'm here just doing dinner, so I'll be here in 15. No worries. Yes, don't forget the thumbs up. I hope you enjoy. I know it's a long weekend for Ontario and certain other province. It's called Family Day. We don't have that. Not in Quebec. How is everyone doing? Okay, so I'm caught up. My week was completely chaos. I haven't stopped. I think I said that on Friday when I was invited at Rémi's live. I haven't stopped like 1 minute at all. So I've been super busy. Starting August 1st, I started a new challenge. If you haven't seen it, it is the Every Bit Counts challenge. So this is from I think it's more Instagram, but she also has a YouTube, Three Rivers Homestead. She also hosts the Pantry Challenge I think in February, January, February, or February, March, either or, can't remember. I know it's 2 months. So what is this challenge? I talk about it often, and I think it's important for us to understand because, like, I'm seeing a lot of people preserving, and then people that don't preserve, they look at us like, "What are you doing? You're cuckoo. You're preserving way too much food." So Every Bit Counts challenge is from the month. So starting the first, the week prior, you do an inventory of what you have. So you do like a pantry tour. You look what you have in dry goods, frozen meat, mason jars, canning jars, da 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 da. And then on August 1st, you start preserving food until the end of the month of August. It doesn't matter if it's a half a cup of something or 20 pounds of something, but the reason behind it is every little things that you will be preserving every single day will add up, and at the end of the month of August, you're going to see all that food stored up for the colder months, and it's gonna make you so happy. So preserving, it's either canning, water bathing, pressure canning, dehydrating, freezing, freeze drying, fermenting. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. You made Swiss chard roll today. Oh, cool. I'll be honest, I don't know where I get all that energy because, well, I have no choice because it's all here. Like, peaches are in season, corn is in season, zucchini is in season, and then, like, if I want to have that on my pantry shelves, well, I kind of have to do it. Ooh! Member for 4 months, Tracy. Woohoo! I wouldn't preserve food, but I like to eat and eat healthy. I'm trying like different techniques year after year after year. I think it's the third year that I do the challenge, or the fourth. Anyways, it's been 3-4 years, and there's like years I can like full recipes, like meals in a jar, and then I realized that there's certain times that I would prefer having the ingredients canned separately, and then give me more options. So canning meat and then canning broth, and then carrots, and then potatoes, and then having different ingredients canned so that I can either do stew or something else, like pulled pork with cube pork I have done. So I try to see years out, like what I prefer. Last year I canned a lot of pre-made meals, and not all of them has been eaten. So taco soup was definitely like, it's a express meal, spaghetti sauce and express meal. I love to have that. But then I had the option of pressure canning sloppy joe with meat. But instead I decided to can sloppy joe sauce and either thaw out some beef from the freezer or use up taco meat that I have done. So it gives me more options that way. But so we are at day 6, and I have done quite a lot. Certain days, it's only 4 jars, for like 5 jars. And like today, it's like I went to the garden, I was exhausted, and I felt like just going in my pantry and saying, you know what, life is life today. I'm not going to preserve anything, and I'm going to, here's a suggestion. So that was what I wanted to do for my challenge today. So I just wanted to film that, give you ideas, and then get back on the horse on Monday. But then I went outside and, for garden inspection, and I just grabbed a couple of herbs I had here and there, and I just stuck them in the dehydrator, and I've frozen something else. So, and it took me like 15 minutes tops to do it. Like, but I could have done just the herbs, but there's a couple of things that I found in the garden that needed to be frozen like yesterday. So I did that. Ooh, hello, Annie. Yes, you do. I love taco soup. Hello, Jotam. Hmm? You want taco? Anyone want to run to town for Taco Bell? I haven't eaten at Taco Bell in such a long time, but I do once in a while have that. Like, I go, when you go in that Mexican aisle in the grocery store, they have like those tacos that has like the flat bun, so that they stand up. I have once in a while craving for those, but like it always ends up being so messy at home. So we end up just doing tortillas. But when the kids are a little older, I'm hoping that either one, I can learn how to do those little tacos that are flat and sitting up, so that I can replace that from the store. We had one many, many years ago. I was in my teens. Taco Bell was, I think, with Pizza Hut. I think the two of them were together, or it's been a while. Uh, I went and I ate once. I wasn't really impressed. My mom cooked a lot when I was young, so the things that she would cooked were like 5 times better. It's gotta be the lowest quality. Yeah. Well, it's true. Sometimes I do cheat. I do cheat. I There is a couple of fast foods that me and my husband enjoy. There is a Mexican line. I can't remember the name of it. It's bowls. It's like poke bowls, or you can have them in tortillas, and like you walk in, and you eat, like you choose like the type of meat, vegetarian, and then if you want hot sauce, no hot sauce, jalapeno, blah blah blah. So it's like a little bit of Subway, but Mexican. That's one of my favorite fast food, if you can call it fast food, because it's so delicious. I would say there's a YouTube video on me. I'm sure there is. It's just with everything that. How come I can't click on your comment? Okay, so I'm sure that if I Google it, I will end up finding a video of how to do tortillas. I mean, those tacos. I did see a TikTok video that the person was dipping a tortilla in barbecue sauce and then crushed up those Dorito chips and then put it on the barbecue sauce and then bake it in the oven with the wire mesh inside of the oven, and it like kind of looked like a taco shell. Is someone having KD? I used to love Kraft Dinner. I used to love it. But last time I had it, I don't know if I caught a bad batch or I prefer like real cheese. I didn't like it. But I had when I was single in my apartment, there was many nights that if Katie was on special, I either had that or pasta with garlic and like just a little bit of cheese and like a fruit for dinner. So before I continue, I just want to let you know that tonight's live will be very short. We are back to normal tomorrow. My husband is going back to work. Vacation is over. And I am slowly getting the kids ready with the new routine. 2 of my sons are changing schools, so I'm going to have to wake them up a little bit earlier. So I'm starting that. I know it sounds crazy. We are August 7th, and in less than 20 days, my kids are going back to school. I'm like, I'm so not ready for that. Taco salad. What is that? I am curious. I've never heard of it. Now I'm curious. What is a taco salad? I have to look. We always end up talking about food here. Taco salad. Ooh, that looks yummy. So it's kind of like there's avocados, there's cheese, there's iceberg lettuce, tomatoes, meat, beans. Ooh, that looks good. Okay, I just ate and I'm starving. Where's RC? We always talk about food. Some people put red cabbages, marinated cabbages, guacamole. Okay, it looks really good. Taco salad with olives. Now I just saved that one of those recipes and I have to go check it out. Okay, so you can either do broken taco shells or I'm guessing those chips, tortilla chips that has like that little bowl indentations in it. that you normally eat with salsa. So yeah, back to normal very soon. So I'm trying like to make everyone back on a schedule, put myself back on a new schedule, which I've changed up so many times. Like school was ended, we're on a schedule, and then all through the summer, I started being chill early summer, and then things got hectic, and now I'm on like a survival mode routine. And then in a couple of weeks, school. I actually started school supply. I printed out all the lists. I was so happy. I was done. I like each of my kids. I keep year after year certain things, and then when there's deals on glue, pencil, pens, my daughter doesn't use pens or pencils. She uses a Pussmin. I don't know how to say that in English. So when there's deals on that, I know she's gonna end up needing it. So I get more. And I did something super stupid. Like when she told me the error I've done, I was like, oh my god, how was I? How did I manage to do this error? So I print out her things, click on the link, not paying attention to the top right corner where it says the grade that she is in. So I prepare everything, and then I show my daughter, this is what I've prepared. And she looks at me, she's like, Mom, that's last year's list. So I was so happy. I was done, I was finished, but I printed out the wrong year. I wanted my daughter to stay young. So I have to redo the children's list this week, at least for my daughter, and then like cross verify if I didn't mess up on my sons, because I could have like done something stupid also for them. I'm thinking taco salad with sliced potatoes instead of taco chips. Ooh, like baked sliced potatoes? Okay, we always talking about food. I just got home from a very long weekend with an old high school friend. Oh, I hope you had fun. Hi, Dave. He's not. He's not. He wants to stay home. He was not able to have fun on his vacation. He was sick 3/4 of the time. So he was in bed. He started not feeling well on Wednesday just before his vacation. Then Thursday he finished early because he didn't feel good, and then he was taking Friday off. And then he ended up having to go out. When he came back from work, like it was a half a day, he literally crashed. Started feeling better on Tuesday. It was harvesting day here, and then it took all of his energy. And then over the weekend, like he was barely not alive, but it he's starting to feel better. So it was a weird thing that he caught. So he's not looking forward at all because he stayed 2 weeks at home. He had so many projects he wanted to do. I had so many projects that I needed him to do because, there's so much time that he can give me. We ended up not doing none of the projects, and more got added. So I had a tomato trellis collapse on me. So I have to fix that. I have 4 rows of tomatoes that my trellis, the rope snapped. So I need his help to like bring everything back. So I don't know, one night this week we have to figure out when we're going to do it. So things are not doing very well tomato wise here. And pepper, I think it's not going to be my best year either. But in my tunnel, I think I will be able to have some peppers there. Cucumbers, I'm doing well. Zucchini and winter squash, I'm probably going to give up. At least the conventional way that I'm doing it. So I did a trial this year. I sowed and direct seeded on July 1st some seeds for summer squash in the hopes that I will have zucchini later on in the season. So we'll see. If that is the way to grow zucchini here, that's what I'll do. On July, mid-June, I'll sow the seeds, put them under tents so that the cucumber beetles don't find them and the vine borers don't find them. And then once the vine borer window is done, remove the covers or whatever. Oh, my phone's ringing. Sorry about that. I can't see what this is. I have to go on the I don't know what that is. Where is my live so that I know what you're saying? No, he would love to. So option number 1 is to sell the house, and then so selling the house, buying land cheaper than what we want to sell, so let's just say a couple hundreds, we can sell this house and then get something lower, and with the revenue that we're making from the house, pay all our debt, fix our car. My car is getting old, needs some starting to need a lot of fixing, and then figure out a way for YouTube to pay for, well, YouTube and all the other things that I do around YouTube, pay for our food, phone, like normal stuff, TV, internet, and then he would be able to find a side job to pay the extras. Semi-retirement. The other thing is he's 12 years away from retirement. No, 13 years. Well, closer to 12. But I'm hoping that I would be able to get him to be retired earlier. But I don't know what's in the cards for us just yet. Ooh, that's fun. Okay, so let me see. Where is that eye crying thing? I'm gonna wait for the... Oh! Oh, so cute! That's such a cute little thing. But why are you making that face? Yes! Don't forget to hit the like button. When you hit like buttons and you comment on my videos, you're telling YouTube that you like what you're seeing, and then other people can benefit from that because then YouTube is pushing out even further. I just want to let you know, I don't know if you guys can see it. I fell yesterday here. There's like, I don't know. The camera's not picking up. Anyways, I fell and I smashed my head real hard. So I might have like this red thing going on. I did something stupid. So that's what the redness under my eye. Yeah. Okay, now I understand. Yeah, well, he's mad because he bought a gift for both of us. He was supposed to figure out how to work it, and he that little rectangle camera, what do you call it, GoPro. So he bought a GoPro, an older model, so that I can play around with it, he could play around with it, but like he didn't even get to do that. Like it took all his energy to just harvest the chickens. Yeah, well, you can see it a little bit. Probably I'm gonna have like redness here later on. In my bathroom, I slipped, and the texture of my flooring is like, it's like worse than carpet. You know when you get a carpet burn? Anyways, so I was leaning to pick up something and I slipped, and anyways, I smashed my head on that, I don't know how you call it, material, and it burns, it hurts. So whatever is on your ground at your house and like your hands are full and you want to pick it up quick, well then here's my tip. Put everything down and then go pick up what is like out of your reach so that you don't end up like me. Well, it could have been, but it's not. It looks like a, now when I look at it, it's like a burn mark. So it's like a carpet burn mark. I thought that was shot. Yes, I have to be careful. So in my videos this week, you'll probably see it. And you'll be able to laugh at my little mistake. So I was going on about retirement. Okay, so the other option is that we make up our minds on selling this house and then him finding either a part-time job or a full-time job when we relocate. But relocating and finding a job bank-wise, like you need letters, you need references, and rah rah rah. So it's a little bit more tricky. So we don't know. Option number 3 would be to rent or purchase land nearby, remove part of the gardens here, and just have like a kitchen garden here, and then have a permanent garden on another location and have our animals on another location close by. But like we were supposed to discuss this over the 2 weeks he was on vacation, but it didn't happen. We're talking about food. Yes, I was saying we're CR. We're still talking about food. We talked about tacos and salad tacos and taco tortillas and like all of the good stuff. So, did you try that green onion ring? I mentioned that. I haven't done it yet. The green onions I have in the garden, they're almost ready to be harvested, so I'm going to probably try it. Okay, so what is this? Glasses, purple, yellow, diamond face, red heart shape. Okay, so I don't see that. Oh, it's cute. I didn't know there was cute icons like that. Thank you. Yeah, it is. It's because I'm on StreamYard. I'm not in. StreamYard is a program I use to do the lives. I don't do them directly on YouTube. So I don't see those little things. It's like when you're a member, the Back to Basics membership community, there is a couple of icons that you can use. There's a tomato, there's a frog, there is a squash, There's something else. Tomato, squash. I think I have 4 emoticon, but when people Marilyn or Tracy, can you do? Oh, there it is. See, this is what I see: tomato, squash, and frogs. I don't see much. You guys get to see it. They do. They do. That's nice. This year I'm trying something new with my green onions. I sowed 10 seeds per plug, transplanted them every 6 inches, or 12 inches? No, 6 inches. And I'm having such a success this year with onions. Like, I have 1 or 2 that are super small. Then I have at least 6 that is like full size, that, like in the grocery store. And then like 2, 3 smaller ones out of the tent. So I'm definitely going to try to do that next year for my green onions. And also, speaking of onions, this year is going to be the first year. So this is my 6th gardening season that I'm going to have leeks. Smaller than the grocery store, but I will have leeks. I'm like super pumped. I think it's next month, the harvest of leeks. Right now, there are maybe this size, so I am super pumped. In 5 to, well, I don't remember if I sowed leeks the first year, but at least in 5 years, I have succeeded in growing leeks from seeds. It amazes me. I'm not sure what you're trying to say. Earlier in the year, I had a few 2 feet ones, 2 feet rows. Is that what you're trying to say? It's true. Leek is after frost. Like, you have to have a good frost for harvesting leeks, right? It's similar to Brussels sprouts, if my memory is correct. Like, I never have success, so and last year I just gave up because I had one of the worst case of miners last year. There's like little bugs, white worms inside my leeks, my green onions, my onions, and my garlic. This year, it's not so bad. So my garlic is not that much suffering. My onions are doing not bad. The only thing I've done different this year with my onions is I planted it with chamomile. I have some bug damage, but not as much as last year. And then leeks, they're not that touched. So I have to check out which variety I sowed, because I have 2 varieties. I think I have like King Richard and another one. And I was able to plant. I had 2 rows in mine, and then I squished my finger, so there's many things I couldn't plant, and I scrapped one. I wasn't able to sow the second. So I think it's King Richard that I sowed. Length, not distance. Okay. I don't know how long leeks keep in storage. I normally either freeze mine, or whenever I have, or dehydrate, or reduce to powder. I don't know if leek needs frost, but they tolerate it, so I let them be since I have enough to. Yeah, you guys have like such a short period of time to harvest everything, so I'm sure that whatever can stay behind a little longer, that's what you do. I never succeed for long, but they should go good while. I don't have a cold room. That's something also we wanted to do. We wanted to do a 5x5 kind of a cold room downstairs, but didn't work out. So maybe I think I'm going to drop that project, the cold storage room. I think here I will get those black bins at Rona, and like do pine shavings in or whatever, like for potatoes. I don't think I'll have storage potatoes this year because I only had 6 grow bags, so I think it's all gonna be like new potatoes. But let's just say that at one point here I have a lot of storage, like beets, turnips, potatoes, leeks. That's probably what I'll do. Is I'll put those bins in the bottom of our stairs. In it is cool during the winter. We keep it at 10, 12 degrees Celsius downstairs so it doesn't freeze because our water pipes are there, even though it's a crawl space. So I think that's what I'll do because the list of stuff that we want to do here is like ridiculous, and it just keeps adding up. Like we were supposed to add or re-add the roof of my tunnel, but now I have some cucumbers that are like getting out of place. Um, and if I put the roof, I might damage my plants. I don't know what we'll do. We'll have to brainstorm something. Either I'm sacrificing the tunnel, letting it go as far as it can, and then when it freezes, it freezes. In tough luck. Like, I didn't have always this tunnel, so if it froze, it froze, and I might lose like 2 weeks. I don't think I'll be growing food in the tunnel in the winter, like late fall, early winter. I've been struggling so much to keep up with everything I have now. If I wanted food in the tunnel, I think I have to start the seeds very soon. And I barely have time to manage what I have here. So I don't think I'll be doing anything, maybe like a couple of lettuce and stuff like that, but like not more than that. I'd like to make an in-ground outhouse. Ooh, see how nice. There is something we wanted to give a try. Get a freezer, chest freezer that's broken, that no longer works. Remove every electrical, remove anything that could be dangerous. Bury it in the ground. And then, like, we had to do reading about it, how deep it had to go, and blah, blah, blah. And then we would store it there. But then a freezer is usually 3 feet tall, 2 to 3 feet tall, depending, the brand and all of that. And we hit water at certain places here 2 feet. Some other places we hit water at 4 feet. So we were worried that if we bury something in the ground, the water in the spring would like push it and make it like a total disaster. So we didn't really, after that, we didn't really push that idea too much. I'm thinking this one tomato is indeterminate grow, kind of tall. Had indeterminate tomato will grow until the conditions are not met. So indeterminate will become a tree. If it's the ideal temperature, there's no freezing, there's no like hard rain, it's gonna grow and grow and grow and grow unless like it becomes like 100 degrees Fahrenheit and like the flowers dry out. But regardless of if the temperatures and the watering is good, you're gonna have tomatoes for a very long time. Speaking of tomatoes, I have critters that are eating mine when they just start to blossom. So the shoulders start changing colors. And as soon as 1/4 of the tomato is red, I have something that eats it. So I might have to harvest my tomatoes very early this year. I top mine. I have to look at my notes, but usually I top mine in August. Towards the end of August, I think. So that, or it's the first week of September. Anyways, I top it, my indeterminate ones, so that they concentrate on ripening the fruits that's on the vine instead of concentrating on creating fruits. So I know my first frost is supposed to be September 23rd. It's been forever. I think last year we came super close towards the end of September, and then we were a couple of weeks without any frost. But I still top my plants because there is another logistic thing you have to do, is then you have to put them in boxes in the dark so that they turn from green to red, which is a pain in my butt because I don't have that much space to have all those tomatoes ripening inside. Blossom end rot used to be one of problems that I had. This year I do not. It rains at least every couple days here, so I don't have that problem. What's orange frowning? I don't know what orange frowning is. I'm curious. Orange frowning. Or are you talking about the rust? Oh. Is that something, orange frowning? Or you're talking about the rust on the plants? It is frustrating. Like when I saw that one of my trellis collapsed completely. Now I have tomatoes on the ground in one of my raised beds. Thank God it's in my raised bed, so critters have to go up a wall of 18 inches, so it's not that bad. But if it rains or birds see those, they might go for it. So I plant all of those tomato plants so that I can can tomato sauce, pizza sauce, enchilada sauce, and all those things. So no rust, fingers crossed. Oh, I have early blight this year. I've never had blight this early. Okay, now usually in August I would start, in the end of August I would start to have blight. So this year I started having blight in the month of July, early July. So it's very, very early. So this week, like I said, I don't think you were there, CR. It's going to be a very short live. I have to go. But this week, I will continue doing the Every Bit Counts challenge. I'm thinking of a video will cover 5 days, unless something like crazy happens, and then I'll do shorter. So I know I have that, but it does consume a lot of my time. So I'm not sure if I'll have other content for this week. So it's going to be probably that. And I'm trying to squish in a garden tour. Like, I want to show you the craziness that I'm going through. Yeah, I think it's slug. That's something I would love to do this week, is ask my husband to help me heavily prune the bottom leaves off of the tomato plant and add airflow. So I've heard that beer helps with slugs. Marilyn did that trick at her farm. It helped her a lot when she had carrot problems. And I don't know who else. I think it's Frankie Lou that also does the beer trick for slugs. If it can help. I had a lot of snails in my cabbages this week. So snails, and Mallory did a video on the beer trap for her carrot video, one of her carrot video. So I want to thank you for passing by tonight. I know it's going to be a short one. The video of Every Bit Count Challenge Day 1 to 5 is now live. And I did make a shorter video of how to pressure can green beans. I had one last year and it was pretty long, so I decided to make it shorter so that, it gets to the point. So that's there. And I'm going to try to film a garden tour or maybe baking. I had a request for baking bread, but I don't know if I'll be able to squeeze it. But that's what's coming this week, and I will chat with you guys next Sunday. I don't think there's anything special. So next Sunday, we're the 13th. Nope. So I will see you guys next Sunday, and we'll be back to regular 1.5 hour live. So I wish you to have a fantastic weekend again. Thanks for passing by. Take care. Bye.